whatever it's called, the accelerator for the gold coin fruit tree to start the stream. Hopefully it'll help us along the way to build up a stockpile. We're probably gonna be spending quite a bit of it, honestly, as we fight the what's the douchebag at the end of this? The Comic-Con nerd that you fight at the end of the swamp. The big green stinky monster who doesn't bathe. Oh, I don't have any accelerators. Oh well. Alchemical boosters, they're called. Hopefully we have enough of these. I have one charge. It's gonna be tough. We're gonna have to really be careful fighting that swamp monster. Also, welcome in. If you're here after the stream's up, be sure to say hello. Helps me out any little amount, liking or commenting. There's also going to be some links in the description for you to check out. And, you know, tell me how your day's been. There we go. Got the chat set up finally. I was going to test out streaming on OBS again tonight, but it got to be a little bit late. It's 11:30. I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule. So we're gonna see how far we can get in like 90 minutes or so. My plan with the OBS test is to do a 45-minute stream of Splitgate, a 45-minute stream of Oblivion, and then a 45-minute stream of Fallout 3. Just to, you know, go through it, do a full stream, just not pick at things while doing the stream, because I think that I've got some of the things resolved, but then just go back through each of those. 45 minutes is kind of bite-sized when it comes to stream terms, so I'll be able to go back through those and work on them. I'm on my phone. I don't even know why. Sorry, I think I was trying to pull up the stream on my phone. Oh, I was gonna pull up a stop clock. Yeah, I have a new idea for picking out clips, because usually you can feel the good moments while streaming live. I figured I could run like a timer on my phone and kind of hit the lap button each time, and then after the stream, you know, once it's fully up on YouTube, I can go and pull the clips from it that way. It would be a bit easier than rewatching the whole stream and digging through.
In fairness, I do benefit from your prowess as well. I shall tell you something, since we're nearly peers. They say a terrible monster lives on the cliff at the end of the swamp. It behaves like a crow, gathering shiny things. I have absconded with treasures from its lair. Rare parts,
Absconded. Maybe I should add that to the vocabulary.
Catch your interest?
As soon as I figure out what absconded exactly means, we're going to be using it. That's the word of the night. I'm going to try to utilize it in my interactions with the chat.
Show that swamp monster what you're capable of. You're a worthy hunter, and
this time he absconds with this glove from Eugenie.
A gift for a rescuer from a technician girl. I don't remember. I've saved so many of the common people. Anyway, thank her, I suppose. Oh. Oh dear. These gloves are a mess. They don't even fit. Is this a practical joke?
The gloves have 4 fingers because the real Aladoro lost a finger saving her.
Never mind. I thought you had better taste than this. How disappointing. Get these rags out of my sight.
Here, let me check my audio again. I'm using my old headset. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, I'm using the old headset. The new microphone sounds great. It's not even the new microphone. Like, there's another microphone that I'm going to be using in the streams that I'm really excited to be using, because it's going to sound better than the microphone I was using on the previous PC streams, and that sounds stellar. And it should, because it's a good microphone, but it's not as perfect for streaming as the next one. There's a freaking bug in my face. There hasn't been a bug in this apartment all the time I've lived here. That was like a flying bug. There's been other bugs, but none that fly in your face. Oh god. I hate those things. Little gnats and shit are the worst. Damn it. It's gonna be an issue. I'm gonna get killed a lot, but I'm not gonna try to run through this level. I'm gonna try to like briskly kill my way through it. Also, we're chugging some Barks root beer tonight. Not sponsored, but every burp is brought to you by Barks. I needed to tone down on the sodas. Part of my way of helping me on that journey is to drink all of it. I don't know if we're going to do an NG plus 4. I think if I play this game again, it's going to be on PC, like if I buy it again and it goes on sale or something. What? I thought I was locked on. Ah, I locked onto the wrong one. It's okay. I've been away from this game for a second. Probably about a week, I think. Haven't streamed much in the past week. I don't know, because there's events that have happened that are clearly this week that I thought were like long ago, just because my you know, time reference has gone all wonky on me. Oh, you know what? Let's use the electric thing. Play to their actual weaknesses. There we go. Yeah, these dogs have been a menace in NG+. First playthrough, they're not too bad, because they're just kind of low-level, weak enemies. But in NG+, their ability to stagger you when, like, you know, pretty much any enemy can kill you in a couple hits. That gets you pretty bad. Especially when there's one of those enemies that charges at you in the mix. I love how that definitely looks like a cannonball. They look like missiles to me. I don't know about you guys. Okay, now it's a matter of figuring out a way through here. I think this is the way, actually. Nice. Pretty smooth. I actually get lost in that part quite a bit. Here, there's a star thing here. Stargazer, let's try to activate it. There we go. Oh, that's cheap. My goal with this, putting this weapon on this handle, was to grant me the ability to have more reach with it, but it still doesn't feel like it's long enough. I know the electric buzzsaw blade is bigger, but I'm pretty sure that this swings faster, and I can't really do this moveset much slower than what I am doing right now. There we go. I gotta work on my timing with that. What's up, Rice Balls? Welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. We're fucking up a puppet right here. Might as well call me Lars and the real girl, because these puppets are getting fucked. Indie movie jokes. I don't think Lars and the real girl's niche. I don't know. I think people have seen it enough to understand that reference. What do you think, Rice Balls? You seen Lars and the Real Girl?
Wow. So they do exist. Other puppets like me not bound by the Grand Covenant. I thought I was monstrous human.
He was forever alone. He's a piece of shit. Little virgin. He wouldn't be sitting alone in this cave if he wasn't such a virgin.
It feels good. Like being hugged by the sun. It is a brilliant.
Each of those gives me humanity, I think.
Being angry for someone else's sake.
Riceball says he thinks he has tonsillitis.
I hope I find.
Damn.
Hello, my only friend.
I mean, it seems to have gotten you pretty late. I've never had to have my tonsils removed, personally. I mean, clearly you haven't either.
I may not be able to cry, but I hope I can comfort others now. Thank you. Hello, my only friend. Clapping is the mimicry of a joyful heart. It's good to feel alive.
Be sure to like this stream as well. You haven't seen Lars and the Real Girl, but you know it is? Okay, we'll see, that's what I was going for. But yeah, it's a good movie, you should watch it. Really makes you think about the potential reality of falling in love with a sex doll. It's a very funny movie, not because of its, like, there is some humor to it, but it's funny because of the, like, feeling it gives you leaving, like, watching the movie. When you're done watching the movie, it's like, oh, that was a sweet romance, and then you're, like, 10 minutes later, you're like, no, it wasn't, that was fucking bullshit. He was in love with a sex doll. You don't think you'll get the tonsils removed? They just hurt? Yeah, I mean, it's up to you, obviously. I don't know the implications. I don't know if you should get them or not, because I've never had them removed. Hey, I got a Fable Catalyst. Let's kill the Owl Doctor. I think I will go back and kill these giant things. Depends on how long it takes us to get there. I'm sorry that you're going through that though. Sore throat is terrible. I get ulcers in my throat and in the back of my throat all the time from Crohn's.
This must be
You can't get a
quite
cheap
an
shot on him.
patient to seek out my You are still breathing. Trust me, it's better this.
He knows what the alchemists are up
No
to,
vital signs.
and he knows
You
that.
must be dead. I'll dispose of you properly.
That's cheap.
In my judgment as a doctor, all should
It's actually good. I need to practice my perfect guard. I don't think electricity is going to be very relevant on him. Oof.
In my judgment as a doctor,
Ooh, he
all
fakes.
should
That
end
first move
while
is a
they're
fake
still
out.
humans.
Here, I should get the other arm equipped. I'm like stuck to him for a second there.
My judgment as a doctor. All should end while they're still humans.
Oh my gosh. Fucking move the way I'm telling it to, dude, game. Oh, it didn't do the damn heavy. Shit. He like bailed on the heavy attack. Ricewell says tonsils bleed a lot, so if you don't need to remove them, then it's really not worth it. Worth the risk. That's interesting. Have you ever seen the old tonsil removal tools in like medical museums? They look terrifying.
And if you're not alive, then you must be dead. That's just logic.
Oh my gosh. Jesus, this guy, he's coming in way harder this time around.
My judgment as a doctor. All should end while they're still humans.
There we go. That owl doctor can suck on that one. Free of charge. Yeah, old medical instruments always look brutal. You're right. His combos are pretty nasty. I keep forgetting that I can actually backstab him. I think that's how I killed him the first time around.
I remember now.
I got him.
My Madalena.
890. Is that the name? Is that the number of the guy that is the test subject you find in the island who eats ergo all day? I don't know. I don't know if Rice Balls knows either. I don't think you've watched this game much. But how's life been for you, Rice Balls? Some modern stuff can be pretty gross. If you want nightmares, then Google, hang on, Lone Star retractors. You know a little about Liza P? Google Clutton sounds or Lone Star retractors. Shit, shit, shit. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just died there. Ugh. All because I keep stepping on bear traps every time I go through this game. I'm pretty sure he should give me a reward.
I think if I make human friends someday, you may not always be my.
There we go.
You may not.
Yeah, I remembered that. I was like, why didn't I get the words or ergo whispering? There's some item you can only get by breaking one of those crates. The broken it looks like Patches. He's not like Patches. There is a guy that kind of like, if you do this one mission, it kind of gives you like a Patches reference. But it's like a one-off character. You don't run into him again. This guy like calls you greedy and puts you in a trap. But that's all he does. He doesn't come back or try to apologize or anything. Ah, my wrist is freaking murdering me. That's better. That fixed my wrist. I know better, but I'm also too stupid not to try. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. The I know better part of my brain has won today. Oof. I had an itch and I was about to scratch it right when I saw that lady trying to kill me. Ah! Okay, he didn't knock me down. Life's pretty good. You've been going on some dates. Ooh, with a really cool girl. Nice. Hang on one second. I hope she's not British. Rule of thumb here. You don't date the British ladies. I understand that could be difficult, not finding a British woman in England, but you know, all that. Unban Wolf Moon. I don't even know who Wolf Moon is, Mr. Girth. So I don't think. Also, I don't think I banned. The only people I've ever banned on this channel were people's alternate accounts that they were using to just like be annoying with, or people just doing like gross things like hitting on minors in the chat. I banned those people, so if I got someone banned, they might have done something goofy, or it could have been YouTube that banned them. She's not British. Oh, you found me randomly a few days ago? Well, nice. I definitely haven't banned anybody in the past few days. It's always a special occasion whenever I ban people. So it must have been YouTube, buddy. That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't even want to press triangle. I just wanted to run. Here, we can just hide here for a second. Oh, you're telling me about the other game. Yeah, I remember you. We were talking about. I think it was me playing NG Plus in Mortal Shell, right? Or this game. Yeah, NG Plus is just, it's not an increased difficulty as much as it's just like, I mean, I guess you could say it's a harder difficulty, but, well, there I am dead. Oh, I think you're referring to like a no shell run in Mortal Shell. Yeah, I mean, I guess that would be the hardest difficulty for sure, because you get one shot in a no shell run. But it's like a thing you do to yourself, you know. The shells are always available for you to pick up, and those give you more health, stamina, all that stuff. Yeah, yeah. Be sure to like the stream, or I'll have a panic attack. Reminding you guys about it. Thank you, Rice Falls. Tomorrow I should be streaming a bit earlier. Hopefully I'll see you there, Rice Balls. It's always good to see you. I'll be doing like 3 45-minute streams in a row. Just testing out the PC and streaming, and it'd be nice to have some people watching that so they can tell me how it's looking and sounding and all that stuff. Oh, Godsgirth says he was typing a lot like this time, but he was just conversing until he realized that I wasn't responding and clicked the live chat. I should be on the live chats. Riceball says he's here when he can be. It's 5 a.m. Yeah, dude, I don't plan on streaming around this time tomorrow. Or any time in the future, really. This won't be the regular... Oh, hey, this is a shortcut, actually. I think you're supposed to die there if you ever fall down there. I'm not grabbing that butterfly. Yeah, I have no idea. You could check and see if Wolf Moon is banned or not. And also, like, I'm not going to respond to every comment, you know, unless it's moving the conversation forward, Godsgirth. If it's not moving the conversation forward, then I'm just going to skip it. So, like, I don't know if it's like you're wondering if I would read it. If I just see someone say ban check in the chat, I'm probably not going to respond to that. Just because I don't know, like, that's just not moving the conversation forward. Oh, have you moved on from the life alert job, Mr. Riceballs? I remember you talking about that. I don't know if you've left that yet. Also, a terrifying enemy is coming up. He's probably gonna one-shot me if I try to fight him, so... I don't need to kill this lady. It is honestly a bit of an unnecessary risk. Oh, it'll be towards the end of the year when you move? Okay. Riceball says he types comments specifically to regress conversation. He will type nonsense until we are reverted to Oonga Boonga. Hey man, sometimes that's what the conversations are like on this fucking channel, dude. Some of these people that come in, it's all I can talk about is Oonga Boonga. But also, yeah, Top Chat will censor comments automatically. I don't have anything to do with that. And live chat is usually going to be all of the comments. But some stuff YouTube will still filter out automatically. Riceball says Oonga, and to a further extent, Boonga. I think what that translates to is like the stream, please. It was polite of this guy to let me just bonk his device to death. Okay. Let's grab the Stargazer before we continue. Yeah, Godsgrith, I've been trying to explain that, you know, I'm not behind banning Wolf Moon if Wolf Moon is actually banned.
Oh, this could be bad, pal. Really, really bad.
I'm just doing my best to try and explain why it might have happened or what could have happened. Good one, Rice Balls. Yeah, I mean, curse words usually, I never ban people for those kinds of things. And usually it flies, especially in the live chat. People usually curse plenty. They'll come in and just say fuck you mum and stuff like that. And I'm cool with it. Rice Balls, could you tell me how long the stream's been so far so I can kind of keep track of my progress and if I'm making gains?
Hey, are you a treasure hunter too? I know how this
I
looks.
feel like
You
I've done
haven't
it in a
known.
reasonable
I planned
amount of
my
time.
expedition.
We're gonna skip this guy's
Life,
comments.
all
We
I
just
can
need
do.
to get through what he has to
And
say
unlike
for
and profession, that's- I
quests
know-
giving.
You never. And unlike and profession, that's I know the room. Alador. Those alchemy. I mean, come on.
Ricewell says we freaking curse all the heckin' time.
Life is short. All I can do is keep.
No, my
plugging
mods
away.
usually won't do it unless you're harassing
My
people.
treasure. It's a cryptic vessel, a sort of cipher device, but I don't know how it works. I don't want to throw. I think it's. You know what they say.
There's like billions of things that could have happened. Usually my mods don't really ban people unless I tell them to, or unless they're spamming in the chat. And usually if they're spamming in the chat, they'll just mute them. They won't ban them. I do like a bit of a quiz. Almost none of the mods actually moderate. Like Rice Balls, I don't think he's ever muted or banned anybody except for a game. Like we were just messing with someone in the chat or something like that, and it's usually people that are longtime viewers that we do that kind of thing to. It's all just for shits and giggles. But I don't think we would have done it to you. I mean, it all depends on the situation. I don't even remember the specifics of the chat that night. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. I'm sorry if Wolf Moon got banned. There have been instances of some of my viewers coming in and telling me that their other accounts been banned by YouTube. So YouTube will sometimes do that kind of thing, especially if there's an age issue. And those are things that are just out of my control. Yeah, tell me more about this lady friend you got, Rice Balls. You know, I am gonna fight these bitches. Shit. Of course, these guys. And they killed me. Backhanded by a cripple, man. That happens to me all the freaking time. She's beautiful and hilarious. That's good. So you're saying that she's like a a very pretty lady with, you know, mental disabilities. You know, she like farts when she giggles. She's always drooling a little bit, but it's kind of cute. She just, the way her drool glimmers in the moonlight catches your eye in a way that turns her snot into glitter. That's what you're saying, Rice Balls? Rice Balls says exactly, of course. I mean, I have a good intuition on the ladies. That was the first thing that stood out to me about Chloe, actually, was the, it was the way her psychotic screaming filled the halls of the school. And I really liked how the straitjacket just accentuated her curves. Ricewell says that he loves how she screams in restaurants until he gives her a coloring book. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes, you know, I can save money on dates with Chloe because she fills up on the crayons before we even get the food. That's the kind of things that you only find out after 10 years of being with someone that you love. Ah, I can't use my throwables. Woo! That was a lot of damage. I'd be careful because I'm pretty sure if this corruption fills up, I'm dead. Something like that. Oh fuck. This is I will say, like, the first interaction with these guys, one of these puppets of the future, is pretty easy, but in this area they're pretty tricky. I think they have a more aggressive moveset here. Oh, we gotta bonk his knee here. Also, a lady that drools here in the US, you know, it's... I don't know about the UK, but usually it indicates that a lady's British, you know, you can't necessarily use it as a surefire way to tell that they're mentally disabled. or a toddler. They could just be British. This dude is just trying to get me with that I-beam. And that one dude's spazzing out in the corner of the screen right there, trying to get up this hill. He's gonna kick my ass. Oh fuck. Ricewell says Brits give the sloppiest of toppies. because they can't stop drooling. I believe it. I wish I could say I can confirm, but I don't have that level of riz to get one of them drooling Brits. Ah, shit. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to heal and just a happy accident. It's a good thing that he's weak to one of the easiest status effects to put on. It's funny that you can short-circuit a soul-powered robot. Oof. It's risky. Got him! We killed the puppet of the future, fellas. We got some quartz. We can actually use that. Let's just use this pocket watch to get to the hotel. Hell yeah! Ugh. I heard a British person refer to what we call biscuits as crumpets, and that was disturbing. I don't know if I'm going to recover from that one, rice balls, I'll be honest. I'm into some of the terms, but crumpets I think are inferior to biscuits, and cookies are superior to biscuits for what they are descriptive of in the US. Like, the only time a cookie is referred to as a biscuit here is if it's a cookie for dogs. Crumpets are different to American biscuits, I believe you, 100%. But I think it was the closest reference point that this gentleman had to what an American biscuit was. And I think that, I found it quite upsetting, I will say. I don't know if I'll recover. Biscuits in America have more in common with scones. I believe it. See, though, here, when I get a scone, it's more of like a hard croissant, almost, in cookie form. But I believe that I've seen what they call scones in the UK, and they did resemble American biscuits more than a crumpet would. I believe a crumpet is more yeasty, right? Whereas, you know, of course, biscuits and scones are, like British scones, are more of like the buttery, flaky, you know, not leavened with yeast kind of roll. I think this is gonna be quite something. Charge Legion. Let's go with that. I can get 1 quartz. I have 59,000 dollops right here. How is there such a language barrier between countries that speak the same language? I know. Like, one thing I'm into, I like the term flat. Though it's weird because, like, with the word flat, the first thing that comes to my mind is like a flatbed truck but I also like the name of a flat as an apartment name. I would rather say, hey, let's go to my flat than, hey, let's go to my apartment. I don't know. I just feel like that sounds, if it's, hey, let's go to my flat, I feel like we're about to have like a disco in my 1960s themed We Happy Few apartment. But think about going to my apartment. I think of like a dingy jail cell. Even though that's not at all what it is. A block of flats sounds better than a block of apartments. See, a block of flats makes me think of like an aisle of flip-flops. I feel like flats kind of sound like a name for flip-flops. I don't even know if you guys call flip-flops in the UK. This one actually matters to me. Alright, so Riceball says we do call them flip-flops, but there is also a style of shoes called flats. I know about flats as shoes. We call them that here as well. But I don't know if it's the same thing. See, I think what we call flat, like flat as in shoes that are flats, I think you guys would call them slippers. But here, slippers would refer to like a comfy kind of footwear that you would wear around the house if you don't like going barefoot in the house. Ugh. There we go. That should greatly improve things for me. Oh, I had another amulet slot I wasn't even using. Do I have 2 of those equipped? What's up with that? Can I, oh. I see. Slipper, okay, Riceball says, no, slippers are comfy footwear. What you call flats, we call pumps. No. I know what you're referring to as pumps. And I think I know what you're referring. Are you referring to like basketball shoes and like sneakers that have flat bottoms, or like Converses or Vans? I think that's what you would call pumps, right? Because flat bottom shoes, like in my experience, are like ladies' shoes that like are laceless basically, and they're also kind of soleless. They just kind of have like a flat bottom. Okay, Riceball says not like Vans. See, I would think that pumps would be kind of like basketball shoes. Cleezy, we're in the middle of something important here. Like the stream and be quiet. I'm just kidding. Welcome in, Riceball. Or not fucking Riceballs. Welcome in, Cleezy. I'm kind of going through what I need to get here. Punch, Cecil Guard. Fury attack dodge. I don't know what the Fury... Oh, okay, I know what that is. Temporarily increase. I feel like that one would be game breaking if it works the way that it seems like it would. All of my viewers are rice balls tonight. But yeah, I don't think I feel like if somebody refers to them as a block of apartments, Cleasy points that out, that was kind of a funny thing to hear. I don't think I've ever heard anybody call it a block of apartments. It would be an apartment complex. A block of apartments sounds like a block, like a cell block. Here, I gotta plug my laptop in, or the chat's gonna go away for me. Oh boy. Also, Khaleesi, Riceball's got a real keeper, it sounds like. He met a lovely lady that's, I think, I don't remember exactly how he said it, but I think he said she's funny looking and sweet tasting or something like that. Riceball says apartment complex implies the existence of an apartment simple, which is what we imagine Mum lives. Not yet. I will be living in what I would describe as an apartment simple pretty soon, like this coming month probably. Oh, and new lady, you're thinking about the idiocracy test today. Yeah, you should use the idiocracy test on your new lady, Rice Balls. That's a good callback there. I actually recently heard from Fantasia as well, Mr. Khaleesi. No, I'm not calling you dumb. The movie Idiocracy, it's a good test to see whether or not a lady is, or a potential date. It could go for guys too. If they're pretentious, have a good sense of humor, or basically they're just tolerable to be around. It's a good litmus test for a lady, and whether or not they're worth spending the time with. Oh, you know what? I think I should give him this.
What I mean, of course, is that this is a humble invention.
What was that gesture he did? His whole body did the worm for a second.
You're welcome to take a crack. There you are. Now, just done and done. You will find Venini.
Yeah, Khaleesi says... Khaleesi basically described the idiocracy test. He says if they're tolerable to be around, they will just sit and enjoy the movie, and after the movie, they will go, it's a fun, goofy movie. At the end, if she, like, tries to correlate the movie to the real world, then she fails, yeah. Like, I would say there's a little bit of flexibility in it. That's because I fail. I fail the idiocracy test. That's how foolproof it is. If you can create a test that you yourself fail, then I think you've created a good test, you know? Cleese says he would continuously fail. Yeah, man. It's a good test. Cleese says if someone can pass it, hopefully they can teach. Yeah. They can teach how to have like a good personality. Also, I think it's about time to plug the donation link. We're about an hour into the stream. We're at 69 comments. It's good time as any to do it. If you guys would like to help the channel out, we're gonna be streaming on the PC probably tomorrow, quite a bit, just to try to iron out some kinks. It'll be around noonish, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to give a time because I'm up way later than I intended to already. So whenever it happens, it'll happen, and it'll be mostly just seeing what I need to do to finish setting up the streaming on it. I'm gonna stream for like 2 hours, 15 minutes probably. 3 different games. It'll be a fun thing, as long as it isn't unbearable to sit through. Riceball says he would also fail. He watches Joker and thought this is society. See, I passed the Joker test. I passed the Joker test. I don't go deep on Joker. I think it's a good movie and it's fun to watch. Yeah, the triple entente with games tomorrow. It'll be Splitgate, Oblivion, and Fallout 3, which is I think a strong combo. Ooh, I've never seen him do that move twice in a row like that. I'm really, like, completely stuck. My Spectre trapped entirely that time. Riceball says that he thinks people who don't think about the movies they watch are no fun. Overanalyzing is the best part. Yes, but when it comes to Idiocracy, like the statements that it's trying to make don't need to be pointed out or discussed too deeply. Like they're pretty clear in what it's trying to say, and also it's just a funny movie. Like if they can find it funny and sit through it and just enjoy the movie, then it's a good litmus test. I couldn't get away from that. You're supposed to perfect guard that. But I don't think I could. I literally just dodged into harm's way there. I pushed the guard button, but I think I didn't have any stamina, so he didn't do anything. It's been a while since I've discussed the Idiocracy test. It could require me reviewing it before I go and give out the standardized guidelines of the test, you know. There we go. Cleese says, it's a low blow, easy, safe, basic, obvious comment to make if they try and correlate it to the real world. Yeah, yeah, it's like the simplest. It's kind of like they're bringing it to the level of like I'm 13 and this is deep kind of stuff. Ricewell says his test for a woman is worth spending time with is whether or not she is real and alive. My thing is, you know, if they come in wheeled in on a dolly with straps all around them and like a bite mask on, that's when I'm like, hey, I think I want to spend some time with this lady. How much security is required to restrain the lady before I meet them? That's what I want to know. You could also measure the amount of drool that they drip in the first conversation. You know, just hold a cup under their chin, and if they fill the cup with drool, then they're probably worth talking to. I mean, they can't be doing it intentionally. They're not like spitting into the cup. This is just passive, natural drooling that they're doing. Like they're just a drooler. Ricewell says Hannibal is his ideal woman. I have too much healing stuff to be going and letting this guy get me. Ooh, perfect guard. Come on, this gotta do the trick. No, it didn't. Shit. Bro, I can't believe we're about to first try it. Woo! Well, I mean, second try, I did die to him. Right? Yeah, I did. But, dude, that guy's a tough fucking boss. Shut up, Alidoro.
The last hero weapon is in my hands.
Cleese says he likes his women alive too. I mean, I think a dead lady might be able to pass the idiocracy test. Though, you know, the amount of laughter that they get is a factor in the idiocracy test. I don't know. They could probably get a 50.
I knew where it was, but I didn't dare lay my hands on it.
Ricewell says, I never said I like them alive.
Someday soon. You'll see. You have my thanks. And you've earned a nickname. Alidoro's best bait.
It's pretty sus.
See you at the hotel. Thank you.
Making him sound like...
Let's go back to the
Alidoro kind of sounds like Andrew Tate. Sounds like a nickname he's given one of his ladies before. Yeah, let's go. Hotel Krat. I have 5 likes, damn. It's pretty intense. I don't know how I'll handle this level of success. Maybe I'll handle it the only way I know how. Inflation's pretty intense right now, you know. 5 likes. Used to be 10. That's out of tune. I think I'm still making it work. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's continue the stream. 66 minutes ago. Damn, we're doing pretty good. Ricewell says that 5 whole likes is enough thumbs to make a hand. A strange inbred hand of thumbs, but still. I think that would probably be the most functional hand ever, right? That'd be the most evolved hand.
By the way, do you remember when I mentioned my partner? His last location was Crotch.
We're actually about to find him.
But my gear won't
Play
detect
Hotel
the
California.
disease there. Can you find him for me? I'll make it worth your thanks.
Yeah, I can play Hotel California on banjo.
I think he was trying to secure.
Please give me a give me a request. Here's Hotel California on banjo. There you go. There's Hotel California. Stairway to Heaven? Okay, here's Stairway to Heaven on banjo. Smoke on the Water. That's a tough one. Let's see if I can remember it. That's enough of that. Oh, I don't know if I know Sweet Child of Mine. I'll come back to that.
I found the last treasure thanks to you. The saber. A precious art. It'll always let the punishment.
Fuck you, Alidoro. Alright, I gotta talk to Mr. Vanini.
No. Can it be? It can.
Ricefall says he has a feeling it might sound like the others.
You never fail to
I
surprise
mean, there's only one way to find out. I'm just kidding.
Now, the golden ergo is the purest. You see, just after all. I always welcome.
Alright, this next bit is a pretty tough part of the game, I'll be honest. Honestly, oh, let's talk to her.
If you want to don't look. A stargate. It powers the stalkers.
I don't know if these will give me more humanity. I feel like my humanity meter is going up much slower than it would last playthrough. What's the other thing I have to do here? You gotta talk to the old lady. This old bag.
Come here, child. This is my first chance to get a proper look at you. It's a shame my illness kept me from seeing such a handsome gentleman. Oh, be young again. You are responsible for this miracle. You have
Hey,
no
man.
idea how much it means to me.
You can still be an old hag and sleep with this hunk of a meat.
Look
Look at that face.
I thought I'd lost forever. Thank you. If Krat ever holds a proper ball.
Oh boy. Here's the part where I get a copyright strike. I look like Gordon Ramsay? Really? I thought I looked more like, what's that other British celebrity's name? The one on, Top Gear. What's his name? What's the name of that guy that's on Top Gear? Piers Morgan, right? I'm just kidding. Never watched Top Gear. Jeremy Clarkson. No, that guy's actually on Top Gear. I'm not talking about real people. I'm talking about fictional characters. Benedict Cumberbatch. They really managed to make themselves sound like British people. You know, that's a very British name. Gordon Ramsay, Benedict Cumberbatch. If any of those people were like, if I was like, what's your last name? And he was like, oh, Ramsay? Gordon Ramsay? It's French. I'd be like, you're fucking lying. Rice Falls says Benedict Cumberbatch is definitely fictional. Yeah, dude. He might as well have named himself Britty McBritson. You know what's another funny thing is I would consider Flanders to be a pretty British sounding last name, even though I know Flanders isn't a place within the British Isles. Though I think Flemish, not exactly Flemish, but there's like a language related to it that is like the closest language to English that's not an English dialect. And I think Flemish is actually pretty close. But I have no frame of reference, obviously. I mean, nobody's in the US speaking Flemish. Or maybe they have and I just didn't notice because it's just so damn similar. Flanders sounds American to you? There we go. It honestly, I'll be like 100% with you guys. Flanders sounds very not American to me. It doesn't sound like an American last name to me at all. Like if someone's name was like, say if you were to take Gordon Ramsay's name, Ramsay Gordon would sound really American to me. But it doesn't work for Benedict Cumberbatch. If he sounded like Cumberbatch Benedict, then I would think that was like some sort of like cream of cucumber dish that the British eat alongside beans and toast. I also think high fructose corn syrup belongs in everything. Hey man, we're just legally required to consume that stuff. Doesn't mean we have to like it. Yeah, Flanders is Belgian. Well, technically, it's probably Flemish. I mean, like Belgium has like I think 3 ethnic groups within it. Or something like that, and one of them is Flemish, or Flanders, whatever the Flanders people call themselves. And I'm pretty sure Flanders sits in both, like, Belgium and the Netherlands. They have their own language and stuff. We're gonna need to use this quick stabby weapon, even though I don't think it's status effect.
Did you feel that? An ergo amplification effect coming from Krat Central Station. I wonder if the alchemists are plotting something again. Please, investigate that area.
Riceball says the 3 Belgian ethnic groups are chocolate, beer, and bikes. I will say one of the cooler sounding city names is The Hague, or The Hague, whatever, however it's supposed to be pronounced. Just, it's pretty cool for a city that's name starts with the, and like a pretty neat spelled word. I'm gonna do it. I just got totally screwed over here. Yeah, actually it's in the Netherlands. Shit. Is the Hague's in Netherlands. I gotta be careful with that baby there. Ah! And the guy that's behind the corner. Oh, have a good night, Cleezy. I didn't know you were leaving. Pretty abrupt, sir. Oh, you're talking to Rice Balls. Rice Balls says he's leaving. Okay, bye-bye, Rice Balls. Good luck with your, girlfriend. If there's such a thing in the UK. That actually reminded me of a Norm Macdonald joke. Norm Macdonald once said, like, I forget what it was. It was like something about a British dude being gay, and he goes, "That raises the important question: how exactly do you tell if a British person is gay?" Yeah, shout out to Norm Macdonald. Best comedian ever. Yeah, I didn't even know he was sick. Oh, I accidentally went the correct way. How about that? Need to be really careful how I manage this fight. I don't even have to fight this guy, honestly. I don't know why I'm bothering. Booyah! Damn it! The decay effect. The decay effect is what I was trying to avoid. What's good about Norm Macdonald's jokes, though, you know, the only sunny side of him being gone is that his jokes, you can listen to his jokes pretty much over and over again, and they're still just as funny. A lot of times with a joke, you hear it once and it's not funny anymore, but with his jokes, like, doesn't matter how many times I see them, I still find them funny. And there's always new stuff I find still. Like, they're just crazy, because I've been obsessed with them since high school. Yeah, let's get this into the big open battlefield area. Damn it. Hell yeah. Just had to spank him while he was down there, I guess. There's been a lot of downsides using such a wide sweeping weapon that I usually don't have to deal with, because I'm usually a stabby boy, you know. How have things been with you, Mr. Cleese? I don't think we've been focusing on rice balls a lot tonight, while you've been here just politely sitting in the corner. Cleese says, I'm not a standby boy, I'm not British. Referring to me, not himself. Yeah, let's go. We gotta go back to the hotel. I am not a stabby boy. I'm not British. What is it? What is being... Oh, I get it. I get it. Yeah. Do you see they're trying to ban knives now in the UK? It's kind of funny because it's like... They banned guns, and then now all of a sudden all of their violent crime is being done with knives. It's like, it's almost as if the violence is just violence and it's not tied to a specific thing. Yeah, they're trying to make it to where you have to have like a registered license to have knives in the UK. I saw a thing where Idris Elba was having a conversation with some other British person on a podcast. Oh, you've been stressing over Bitcoin? I've been stressing the fuck out of over Bitcoin because I literally sold it to pay for stuff because I needed it, and I was like, oh, it seems a little stable right now. And then it skyrockets right after I sell it. It's like, damn it. But now I know if I buy in, it's gonna sink. Oh, Khaleesi says he's stressing over it because he didn't buy any, even though he's planned to buy it for 6 years. He just feels like he don't have the confidence. Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you how to even get it because you're in Canada, and I don't know what Trudeau's issues with Bitcoin could be, you know, because he's weird. Oh, I came here to get the gold coin for it. I didn't even grab it, did I? Did I? I feel like I ran up there. I mean, the thing is, it's just a way to diversify your portfolio. Which is a good thing to do. And I needed the money. I haven't been working until, you know, this coming month. And I've been investing in the channel a lot. And one of the things that I pulled from to invest in myself was my crypto holdings. And then I didn't want to sell it all, but I ended up doing it because I ended up needing the cash for something. Because, you know, shit happens. And then it skyrockets as soon as I sell it. But I got a PC now. Also, one cool thing I've been experimenting with on my PC. I started running a like Chat GPT type of AI on my PC, and it was really cool, but it was running pretty slow because it was only running on the CPU, and it took me like 3 days to get it to work with my GPU because there's this thing called CUDA that you install along with your NVIDIA graphics card driver if you have that kind of graphics card. And then I had to get CUDA-NN, and the CUDA edition that I had was apparently out of date for the AI that I was using. And I kept having to like go into file directories and figuring things out and just troubleshooting, and then I would just wipe everything and start over. Because I was like, I've been poking around too much, deleting and moving files to try and get things to work. And then like Visual Studio is kind of, it was being a little janky at first, but then after I started installing it a few times, it stopped doing it. And it's like every time there would be continuous issues that would persist because all these services would leave behind tons of files. So I ended up getting used to like looking up the files on my computer's hard drive that were associated with all of these different things. And some of them were like some of these Windows things that I like would uninstall and then reinstall. They would take up like 5 gigabytes after I deleted the app of just like shit that it leaves behind on your computer. I'm like, what the fuck do you think you're doing leaving behind 5 gigabytes of files?
I'm a human.
But on a side note too, also why the fuck doesn't that stuff just come with the NVIDIA graphics card like drivers?
Name's Atkinson. Crop militia.
Like CUDA and CUDA-NN are very small. Like it would be a small addition to just the NVIDIA graphics driver. Like, and it would be so much easier because it took me 3 days to get it to properly work.
Above my pay grade.
And
You meet someone named Bell in the
it was just such a pain. It's like, why doesn't it just come with it? Because it's CUDA and N. It was in the kilobytes. Like, it legit wasn't even an issue to install, and all I had to do to get it to install, it was like adding mods to Oblivion, but easier. Where all I had to do was just like follow directions and move, just literally drag and drop the files to their corresponding file with CUDA. But the other thing is like, I don't know why I didn't have just a regular installer like everything else does, where it's like you just click it and then it finds where it's supposed to go automatically. It's like you had to click it and then manually do all that shit. And I'm like, why? It's already just complicated enough as it is. It's like, if I were to just do it clean and actually know what everything beforehand, it would still take me a couple hours after having that experience, just because of all the shit you have to do and hoops you have to jump through to get it to work properly. And that's just me venting about that. But now I do have AI running on, like a large language model running on my graphics card that I've been just brainstorming with for, you know, creative writing ideas and shit, which is really cool. That's something that, it's cool to have that and not have to worry about it running on like OpenAI's servers like you do with ChatGPT. Like with ChatGPT, I have to worry about me keeping the rights to my creative works that I just, you know, brainstorm with the AI with, you know. It's not like I'm using it to write the ideas. I'm coming up with the ideas and then just kind of discussing it with an AI. Like, it's like having a friend that you can give the context of all of your, like, all the stories that are relevant to it, to what you're trying to write and work with. I can give it all that context and it basically memorizes it completely and can pull from that. And then I can discuss holes or maybe suggestions to it, or I can have it play the role of a specific character in the story and then have the conversation with it as the other character, as a bit of a brainstorming exercise in how a dialogue should go. You know, like, it's a cool tool to have, and you know, it's still my brain power and creativity going into it, but it is still like a gray area of OpenAI having access to that. And you know, in the future I could have, I would just rather use some open source project where it's my property with no questions, in case, you know, anything happens. And I also don't want my ideas stolen, which is, you know, I'm sure nobody in OpenAI is going through my ChatGPT logs to steal my writing ideas, but it's like that little extra thing, just, it's nice to have it as my own property and not have to be at their will. Also, not have to worry about their limitations on ChatGPT and the biases that they put into their own service. You know, I can have my own parameters in and everything. It's a fun thing to do. Definitely way in over my head. Oh shit. Come on, come on, come on. The rubber weasel is no slouch of a fight, I will say. Whew. She almost killed me, dude. But also, like, another thing about me talking about that topic, if you're thinking about doing that, it's not worth the trouble. Unless you have a specific use case where you're worried about your data and, you know, companies having access to it. When it comes to like things that you're going to discuss with an AI, it's not worth the trouble at this point. Well, no, it's not like, it's not even like 5 gigabytes even, like, that was like shit that was just left behind by some Windows app. It wasn't even, it didn't have anything to do with the AI. Some of the AIs that like I can run on my computer take up like less than that. Like there's one that was a 2 gigabyte file, because there's this crazy thing that someone figured out where they can basically have all of the like large library of knowledge that these things have to have, and then compress it like a JPEG basically. Like this, it's cutting edge of like what computers are capable of. But yeah, the fact that I don't need a supercomputer to run that kind of thing is just crazy. Because some dude figured out like that you can just compress this like large swath of knowledge that is essentially the entire internet down to like, you know, the ones that run on like 2 gigabytes of data aren't that big, but they're big enough to be like a large language model that's useful for, you know, specific cases. But it's still like insane that they figure that out. And it makes sense too, because it's like, if you think about how the human brain processes information, you know, your brain doesn't have, unless you have a photographic memory, it's not gonna be like remembering everything as they exactly were, you know. It's gonna remember the little bits of useful information, and the goal of it is to compress it as much as possible without losing any functionality. And that's what they try to achieve with these things. And it's just fascinating, and I have no idea how to do it myself. I'm a complete beginner. But I will also add that like the community of people that I've found that have like been helping me set it up on my computer and stuff like that, like the fact that they're willing to do it for free and put up with someone like me who's just interested in messing with it and has no knowledge on that kind of stuff, it's like fantastic, you know. Like the thing is like I'm so out of my league that they'll tell me to do things. There's just like, it's like they are so deep into their knowledge of how computers work that they don't realize that there's like things that I wouldn't just naturally know, you know. And it's like, when I'm talking to them, it's like I have to be like, I have no idea what that means, and they'll be like, oh, sorry, this is just something that is like common here. And it's like they're not like, oh, you shouldn't be using this or like anything like that. They're like, oh, well, let me give you like this instruction thing instead.
Good to see you. I was getting worried waiting this
Yeah,
long.
dude, they're super.
The situation
Like
here seems to
the
be getting worse.
amount of time that they spend
Soldiers like
working
me.
on this stuff
So give it to me straight.
all day to do it, just give it away for free, and like,
Safe.
you know, this is like they're insane.
This is Atkinson's handwriting on the letter.
And their whole mission is to
When we came
basically
to
make it possible
I
for you to have an open source version of that's equivalent to ChatGPT on your own computer, and it's like the level of genius that's required to be able to do that. And they're willing to do it for free and everything, and their whole mission is just to make it to where people can have that. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why they're so enthusiastic about helping me try to get it working on my computer, is because I'm kind of what they're trying to hope. They're hoping that people, I'm the kind of person that they're hoping will have access to it in one day.
Strange. It hurts so much. Strange. It hurts so much.
It's just insane, like... the insane amount of generosity that it takes too, you know? Because there's no reason why anybody would be even motivated. That's that level of, like, intelligence in computers and shit. Why they should even be motivated to, like, have that be their project that they work on. Because these people, when I was, like, chatting with them, I figured out that they'd been working on it for the past, like, year and a half. You know? And it's just a thing that exists. And it's free and shit. It's just you have to go through all the damn loopholes to get it to work. That is just not possible for them to make it built in right now because... Yeah. Cleese says he'd be very interested in using it in the future with his job. Yeah. And some of these people, you know, the ones that are, like, really serious about it, they have graphics cards to run the AI on. There's a thing called token speed, and a token is, I'm pretty sure, four characters in a word, you know? And it's basically like how many tokens per second can your computer run the AI for, or whatever. Is like, it determines how fast the AI is running. So, like, some of these people, they're running it at like 60 tokens per second on their graphics card. And the fastest I can get on my graphics card, which is, like, still way faster than I could ever even imagine typing or, like, reading it, is 27 tokens per second. But it really slows down when I ask more complicated questions and tasks and stuff. But still, like, the fact that it runs that quick ever is just crazy. So, like, whatever 27 times 4 is, that's how many letters that, when it's running its fastest on my computer, it's typing at a time. And it's like, it'd be one thing if it was just that was just like the random amount of letters, but it's, you know, obviously doing more complicated things than that, because it's digging through, like the one that I've been using, 7 billion different parameters that it runs, and that's considered like a small one. So it's doing all that while running through like 7 billion different, like, instruction sets to make it function properly. And, like, that's considered a small one. There's ones that is like 48 billion instructions, and there's no way that my computer can even run that. But some of these people have computers that can run that. But it's crazy to think that, like, you know, with the way that CPUs and graphics cards advance, in like maybe like 5 to 10 years, even sooner, graphics cards will be the kind of graphics cards that these guys are like running right now to run like a 48 billion instruction set large language model AI at 60 tokens per second or whatever they're running it at, which would basically be like, I would consider that as good as ChatGPT. I'm sure there's other things because ChatGPT is run on like $40,000 graphics cards with like a ton of them on a server. It's not even the same ballpark, but you know, for just having a conversation with an AI and asking it about stories, it basically is the same thing. I'm not having it do overly complicated things. Cleese says, what's my graphics card? It's a 1660 Super. It's honestly not even that, like, the best graphics card you can get for the same amount of money. It's just what was available when I needed it. I plan on upgrading it to an AMD. I think, I can't remember the name, but I have it written down. But basically there's an AMD graphics card I plan on replacing it with. And that's going to be a whole other ballpark, because all of the things that I talked about that took me like 3 days to make it work was the NVIDIA way of getting GPU computing to work with these AIs and shit. And I honestly have no idea how to do it with AMD and all that. So I don't know if it'll be more complicated or less complicated. I just know I'd rather be in the AMD ecosystem when it comes to the gaming, photo editing, and video editing.
Whoa.
And plus, you know, I don't necessarily have to get rid of the graphics card I currently have when I upgrade. You know, I could just use it for a AI specific machine or something else. Some of these enemies I don't even want to bother fighting because they're just a pain in the ass. I gotta be really careful with these disruption crystals. Ah, damn it. There's actually an enemy that'll ambush me right here. Oh, I could be wrong. These disruption crystals, if they fill up, I'm basically dead. And not even basically, I'm straight up dead. They're basically about it. There we go. Now we just gotta run through this part. Cleese says he's unretiring from the Mumcoin specials. He wants to win one now. Rice Balls was the one that got 69th comment. But how about I give you like 100 Mumcoins and you see what you can do. We're coming up on the hardest boss for me. I honestly have no idea how to get around there right now. You don't know how to bet on this game? Let's not call it gambling. You're not really gambling. It's a game we play, but it's not gambling. You'll wait for your time to shine. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming much longer. It's 1:30 in the morning. I've been trying to keep my sleep schedule reasonable. There we go. Alright, I gotta figure out my route. Because I can get pretty fucked up here. Also, Cleese, I don't know if you saw it, but the Hurricanes this past week played the Florida Panthers, and it was honestly the best game I've seen this season. There wasn't a goal until the Hurricanes scored in the last 18 seconds, but it was a solid game. I use this chance to get away from that guy. Fucking shit. Can I pick up my souls or what? You got to go to an Oilers game the other night. Sweet. It was the nosebleeds, but that... I mean... It was free nosebleeds that he won. Oh, nice. I mean, I like only sit in the nosebleeds, so I could probably afford rinkside at an FPHL game. Rinkside is sometimes $9 at FPHL games, and it's worth it because it's rinkside. Oh, they won, but they won. Okay. How much are glass tickets? At Hurricanes games, they're going to be in the thousands. Especially at this point in the season. For Charlotte Checkers, depending on promotions, it can be like anywhere from like, I would say $150, anywhere from like $30 to $150. You can find glass tickets for $100. Yeah, dude, you're not getting that around for the Hurricanes, dude. $100 would get me like maybe it'll get you nosebleeds on some nights, dude. Not even. Like, there's some games are going to be like $27 for the nosebleeds, but there's other nights where it's going to be like $100 easy. Guys, can't have this fucker kill me. There we go. Oof. Oh boy. They have waiters in the lower bowl. Let's see. They can do the whole new arena luxury service for $100. I would like to go up to Alberta. I mean, that sounds like a blast. It'd be cool to check out Edmonton, go to those giant-ass malls, because I love malls. Go to the Oilers game and go to the mountains there. Also to see, like, just plains. It'd be cool to see a large flat area with no trees. I feel like that would be kind of bizarre to me, you know. like it's pretty rare to see anywhere without a bunch of trees here, you know. Which is a good. I like trees, you know, but it would be cool to see what it's like to just be in a plains. I think that I was like, damn, that move killed me. Drive to Calgary, visit one of the most northern deserts, then drive to the Rocky Mountains. Yeah, that'd be fun. All in 8 hours. I don't mind a road trip. As long as the music doesn't suck. That's what makes or breaks a long road trip like that. Or an 8-hour drive. Like, if I had to listen to fucking trap beats for 8 hours, I would probably be pretty miserable. Oh no, dude, I don't like country. I'm not big into country personally. I just like playing banjo. Banjo's not just a country instrument around here, at least. Cleese says, listen to this beat, Mum. Me and my boy made it. Yeah. Imagine how awkward the drive would be if it was like, hey, Mum, I got you in this car for the next 8 hours. How about you listen to my my experimental trap album? I consider it a combination of The Cure and Fetty Wap. Ah! I thought I was in the clear. I gotta be really careful here, even though I'm getting chased. Falling down would be pretty annoying. There we go. Be really inconvenient. Ah! Cleese said he's secretly using my stream to promote his closet rap career. This is a tough boss, Cleese. I think I first attempted her in my NG Plus save, but in my first save, she beat me for 4 hours straight, and I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to see if I beat her or not. I want this one equipped. The music is very Mortal Shell for this fight. She was getting through a different combo. Damn it. Got her. Oof. She's gonna clone herself soon. Yeah, there it is. I'm in a fucking corner, it's where I get killed. Oof, yeah, I can't let her land that, especially in NG+. Ooh, fuck. Hell yeah. Oh, I got her first try. Holy shit. Damn. She's so hard because she is relentless. Whew. GG. Alright, we're gonna get to the next boss and decide. If I can't be the next boss first try, we're just gonna go to bed.
And hurry.
Communication through ergo. An interesting parlor.
But hey, I'm pretty happy with how far we've gotten tonight. I honestly didn't think we'd get to past the Walker of Illusions or even make it to the Walker of Illusions tonight in a reasonable amount of time.
The world of truth.
First try to the final boss? Nah. I'm not even close to the final boss right now.
What could it be? Come on, pal. No time to lose.
I pretty much don't want to level up anymore. I mean, that's basically as high level as I can get, really. I have no need to level up further.
Oh no. Hey, so there's something horrible in front of the hotel. It might be worse than what we saw at the cathedral. Alright, tighten up your springs and let's go.
How's my audio? Is my audio cutting out? I feel like it just started cutting out. Also, let me refresh so I can just see the like count. 4 likes. Hell yeah. Okay. We're gonna start with the electric baton and then switch over to the fire boy. If it gets tough, we're gonna move to the stabby poison guy. Audio's fine? Alright, thank you. Yeah, he's basically gonna two-shot me even with the amount of health I have. I gotta just get really good at landing perfect guards. I had to perfectly time each of those, dude. Oof, okay. Hopefully this will proc the electricity. There we go. Shit, what the fuck is going on with my guy? He got broken there. I gotta fucking heal, man. Ah, that's gonna one-shot kill me. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it didn't. Come on. I have to land a single charge heavy. Got him. Woo! First try. I really didn't think I'd do that good against him because of the timing that's required. I didn't think I would get it, especially not first try.
So what's happening now? Let's get back
That was
to the hotel
wild.
and our friends.
GG. That guy is not a slouch. First try to the final boss. Dude, I'm a long way from the final boss. This would be like a 6-hour stream if I go to the final boss. Plus it's 1:46 in the morning. I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule. I've been doing good lately, but... And don't you think I forgot about Sweet Child of Mine on Banjo, Cleezy. There you go. Anybody who tuned in and doesn't know that joke is going to be like, that sounds nothing like Sweet Child of Mine.
I was worried because I didn't hear from you. It was the fox, the cat, and the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. First,
You're welcome,
go to the
Cleezy.
second floor. Antonia might know a secret passage. Try.
I have 132,000. Why do I have 132,000? Alright, have a good night. Thanks for watching, Cleezy. Bye-bye. If you watch this after the stream's up, thank you. The donation link's in the chat and description if anybody would like to help the channel and me. Bye-bye.